VP Records doesn't care if you tell them to suck them mother, and they don't respond to social media threats. Meanwhile, Spice is aging in a superficial industry and the Grammy is further and further away. If you go on VP Records website and do a search for tag Spice, then you find out the real problem with Spice have. The real monkey with up on her back, the real frog, the real elephant that is in the room, the real people them when you Spice White Fowl. VP Records. VP Records has this woman has their foot on her neck and it's making her miserable to her core. If you go out here and search, look, the last time them talk about Spice before January 4, 2018 was November 20, 2014. Essentially, these people now get Spice no promotion. The next thing is, if you go and you search on the artist page, which by the way, I didn't realize that VP was that penetrated in reggae music. Anybody is signed to VP, including people like Egyptian, who claims that he's not with them. They're like, not so fast, Egyptian, you still are with us. But anybody is out here, and if you go down and you click on Spice's page, you see them have some kind of long time picture from God knows how long ago for her. They do have a biography and so on and so forth, but there's no indication of anything that they're going to be releasing for Spice, and that is Spice's true problem that she should be focusing on, instead of like having low-level beefs with C, D, and Z-list celebrities, or should I say personalities, on the Jamaican reggae scene. That not gonna move your career forward, Spice. Yeah, this is where you gotta focus your energies. Let's get into the video. So sometimes you hear somebody come out and them a behave in a certain way and a lash out and act really, really vile and unpredictable, and you say, man, why this person acting like this, and why you need to do sometimes and look deeper behind to understand why this person is behaving like this, what bitterness could be causing them to act a certain way, because as you know, hurt people. So recently there has been a lot of hoopla on social media around Spice and her kind of beefing with multiple people, with DJ, with D'Angel, and with Nuffy and all kind of people. And you know, it sounds like these kinds of things should be beneath Spice at this point in time in her career. And me, I said to myself, so why Spice wouldn't do this? So the other day, Spice come out and she put out her mixtape when he captured, right? And me think people kind of gloss over the whole point of what she was saying, because number one, you know, she kind of did that little publicity stunt with Black Hypocrisy, which people focused more in on that than on the fact that really and truly her problem, Spice's real problem, is the fact that she in this problem with VP Records, where they have captured her in a recording deal and refused to let her out. So basically 10 years ago or so, when Spice was probably not able to see where her future was in dancehall and said she would have become as big as she is, she signed this record with VP, this record deal with VP, and essentially she was supposed to release 5 albums with them, and to date she has not released a single one. You can do the maths and say, even if VP released one album a year for Spice for the next 5 years, that's still a long ass time for her to be contractually obligated to them. The problem is VP now released no album for Spice at all, not even one. Be running around them a gear, and those are the things where they in a Spice cry and them something they bother her. And what is happening is that bitterness and sadness, which is totally understandable, to hold back her career in a major way, that is what is causing her to go around lashing out at these people. So look here on this article in the Star, where I don't see nobody really a focus on, but basically Spice at the Star of the month for January, and them as a time running out for Spice Grammy Dream. This is the crux of Spice's problem, right? And them talk about how the Grammy is the most coveted trophy. That's where you're really get recognition as an artist, and Spice may never make the cut because she may never get the chance to release an album. So they're saying, despite making notable strides in her career, and everybody said that Spice is upon this level, you're upon that level. The problem is the one thing where Spice wants, she cannot get because she continues to battle with VP Records. And now VP, everybody knows the VP is a monster in the industry. VP essentially has the biggest kind of reggae label signing, whatever, and a bunch of people are on there. But for whatever reason, there are certain people who VP seems to not give the appropriate amount of publicity and push what them need. And so they've been in high profile battles with Spice. Gyptian, I think, Ding Dong, him says something about them too. Mr. Vegas and them. And they've basically been holding down this girl career. She'd up on another level if she'd have an album company where a recording company where a pusher and a promoter. Basically everything we see Spice do, she have to do out her own pocket. She have to put out mixtape because she can't put out an album, right? She'll never be able to be nominated, right? And those are the things that are really causing her to be probably depressed behind the scenes. She come out and, she obviously try to do her thing anyway because she can't just kind of just sit down and do nothing. But she knows that unless she sort this out, she'll never be able to move forward. So basically what she do, she run on and she have beef with a bunch of other lower level artists and people who are really beneath her in terms of celebrity status at this point. But the reason why she's doing that is probably because she feels so powerless in the situation that she's in, right? The real people then what she was supposed to war with, she can't go tell them, say, suck your mother. That doesn't work when it comes to contracts. Like VP, public relation manager, VP's public relations manager, whenever Spice says anything or whatever on social media, they just come out and they just put out like a statement saying the label is hard at work finalizing the album and all the necessary clearances. Meanwhile, the woman are putting how much song on them. Just not do nothing. I don't understand what's really going on. She said they're ready to sue. She wants them to come at her, but they're not even giving her the time of day. I don't understand how these recording contracts work, and if somebody does, please enlighten me in the comments below, because it's very strange to me that they would have an artist like under bondage for so long, now move her career forward and basically have her in limbo like this, right? So she herself, I think this is where the problem comes in. And listen, look at this last statement that Spice says here. I just think the time is running out. The time is running out, and she knows that. And her time is running out for a number of reasons, right? Remember, Spice is in a very misogynistic kind of industry, which is dance hall. Basically, women are not lauded in this industry. And women are basically objectified, and they're as, objects of men's attention in terms of like being young and hot, right? Spice at 30 something years old, she's a mother, right? People talk about Lady Saw and how Lady Saw stepped up from the dance hall. That wasn't only because Lady Saw wanted to join the church. Lady Saw knew that her time had expired, and that eventually happens to every woman in a dance hall. Is something where affect all women across the globe, in the sense that women, are basically relegated to being valuable for their looks, right? For those of us who are lucky enough to not be in careers where our looks are basically everything, like we have careers that focus on our brains and things like that, we're in a little bit of a better position. But for people like Spice, where there comes a certain time when nobody wants to see you on stage cocking up your foot when you're too old. Nobody don't want to hear you talk about skin out your pum pum or whatever she sings at a certain age. Those things are for young people, right? And right now you have a hot young thing, Hot Pan Spice Steele, in the form of Shenseea. Shenseea is not trapped in any kind of a terrible recording contract. As a matter of fact, she have people who push her. Everywhere you go, see Shenseea, Romish, they right behind her. She get the proper push. She get the recognition, and she has a sweet little personality where make everybody kind of take to her. Spice, is in a totally different scenario, and Spice is not like what she named Cardi B, where she can come out and fling shoes after people and people say like, oh, cute, whatever. No, they're not gonna treat Spice the same way as a dark-skinned black woman on the international stage, and she try breakthrough in that way, and really she have a hard time, right? So what I'm saying here is Spice, instead of coming out and lashing out at these people who, they are not your real problems. VP Records, they're terrible, but like these people, they're associated with BRT Weekend, which is also another money grab event, which I want you to go into that right now. But essentially, I think people have to understand when they see Spice do some of what she do, say it's not only related or necessarily related to that situation going on. Spice has a deep hurt inside of her from what is going on with this record company, and I'm hoping that they release this woman and let her go out and try to shine, because otherwise Spice will never be happy. Spice will never be happy, no matter how she walk around and cussing and going or whatever on social media. That's not the sound of a happy woman. That's not the sound of somebody who is content with where they are. That's the sound of somebody who is deeply miserable and stuck and doesn't know what to do. So this is the kind of take that I have on this situation. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and until next time, take care of yourself, my friends.